What is up, guys? So today I've got a few things I want to talk about. I've actually wrote them down today because yesterday I had a bit of a rant, and then afterwards there was like tons of stuff what I forgot to mention. And it's so hard when you're doing YouTube videos. I know it looks easy, but like, especially if you don't know how to edit, because I don't know how to edit, so I have to do it all in one take, and you have to remember everything what you want to get in there. You have to get a bit of humour in there. You have to cover all the topics. And what I find myself doing is I'll start off and then I'll start talking about something and then I'll forget what I was talking about. So then I'll come back to it and I'll be like, shit, what was I talking about? So then I'll go into something else and you get all jumbled up. It's like, fuck. And then you end up waffling. And by the end of the video, I got quite a bit of it out, but by the end of the video I was talking about something and I totally forgot what I was on about, so I just fuck it, I'll just finish it there. So yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, and there was loads of stuff what I forgot about yesterday, so I wrote a few things down today. I want to talk about movies and movie recommendation for y'all. I watched a horror movie yesterday which I really enjoyed, and that's pretty rare these days. A lot of the time I don't even make it the whole way through a movie, but this one I really enjoyed. So yeah, I'm going to give you a recommendation on that. I'm going to talk about the sheriff. The stinking sheriff's back, simping over some woman. And talking about women, I want to talk about how ridiculous women look now, which is what I wanted to cover yesterday, but I forgot. And 24 hours in police custody. It was on last night, and absolutely shocking, disgusting behaviour by some fucking rapist. But anyway, we're going to start off with the movies. Now, one of my favourite channels on YouTube is The Critical Drinker. And what he does, it's just great what he does. It's like he knows what we're all thinking. He fights back about this woke nonsense in movies. He speaks so well, and he puts in funny little edits. And it's just a really good channel. And everything he says, I pretty much agree with most of it. I just haven't got the words to do it like he does. And I guess it's a lot easier when you can edit. But you know, he's got a really good way with words. And I just find myself just in admiration for it, you know. And if he recommends a movie, I will go out and watch it, because I know we've got the same tastes in movies. I never said music then. And I don't like the popcorn movies, you know, like a popcorn movie is like Fast and the Furious, you know, just all popcorn horror movies, like it's all like jump scares now and loud noises and screens where it's so dark you can't even see out, so you don't even know what's happening. And then some lass will go to the fridge and, you know something's going to come, and then she'll open the fridge and then she'll shut it and it'll be like, bah! And a cat will jump out, and that's not fucking scary, is it? It just startles you. So that's a popcorn movie. And like Fast and the Furious, you know, with just no plot, no good acting, no good writing, just loud explosions and fast cars, that sort of stuff. I'm not into that sort of stuff. I like movies what really make you think. What you have to make your own decision, your own, you know, what you think's happened, and you have to create your own ending, that sort of thing. A good one is The Babadook. I always talk about that one because that movie just left me disturbed. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And it's about a kid, a single mother, and she can't cope with her son because he's so naughty. He's always breaking shit. He's always screaming. She's not sleeping. He's always getting into trouble. He's attacking her. And you feel like jumping in the telly and fucking strangling the little fucker. It's really good acting. And she ends up justifying killing him because she can't cope. So she invents the Babadook, which is like some sort of demon what's going to come after him and kill him, and it all builds up towards the end, and it's just a really good movie. And I was left at the cinema thinking, fucking hell, is that what these single women have to go through with the kids that have got ADHD? Which is always a mark of a good movie, that leaves you thinking about it. But it is a boring movie, you know, like movies are subjective. I could say, I love this movie, you'll go out and watch it, and you'll be like, well, that were a load of shit. Because The Babadook, I couldn't watch it again, because it is slow, it is boring, it is building up all the way to the end. But I appreciate a good movie, what makes you think. And The Martyrs, that's a fucking brutal movie, and at the end, it leaves you making your own mind up what happened at the end. And yeah, and I watched this video yesterday. One of my old school buddies recommended it, And I went in blind, which is always the best way with movies these days, because trailers, they give away all the best bits of the movie, so I don't really watch movie trailers anymore. But yeah, he recommended a movie, and a lot of the horror movies now, like if you say over the last 5 years, name a good horror movie, I can't even think of any. Maybe Black Phone, that was pretty good. They've just gone downhill now. I tried watching one the other day. Is it Megan with that robot chick? The first one was alright, I watched that one, but then I tried watching the second one, and she's like a robot hitman, and that's just like a load of shit. Got like 20 minutes in and just turned it off. But this movie, what my mate recommended yesterday, called Bring Her Back. A fucking brutal movie, really good. I watched it the whole way through, really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it. And I saw it on the movie site, but I thought it was one of those shitty Netflix made movies, you know what, just woke nonsense with like an all black cast that they don't fit the roles, they just rubbish. But it wasn't one of those, so that's why I missed it. So anyway, I watched it, and fucking hell, it's brutal. There was but it's a really good movie as well. It keeps you engrossed. You don't want to know what's going to happen. And there's a scene in it. Oh, it's nasty as fuck. I'm just shuddering now thinking about it. And I don't want to spoil it just in case you go and watch it, which I recommend you do. But it's a kid with a knife. And he gets this knife and he starts eating this knife. And it cuts through his teeth and his lip. And I was like, oh. There's another bit where he bit a fucking chunk out of his arm and peeled it off. I was like, brutal movie, but really good. I like that sort of stuff. So yeah, I recommend that movie. Go and watch it now. 24 Hours in Police Custody. Wow. I watched it last night. Now, I don't usually go on about wrong-uns. I don't like calling people wrong-uns. It doesn't entertain me, you know. But fuck me, that guy last night was a wrong-un. And it was about this guy, and at the start, to look at him, you'd think, fucking hell, he's alright. Him seems like, you know, one of these party guys. There's loads of videos of him with the bright, luminous sunglasses and hats, and he's with all the women, and they're all dancing and shit. It reminded me of the rave days. But he was a fucking real bad rapist. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors, and he was into, like, voyeurism. It reminded me of that Decca Heggie. That's what I thought when I saw it. I thought, fucking hell, that's Decca Heggie. Like I said, I don't call anybody wrong-uns, but I'm quite comfortable saying that Decca Heggie's definitely a wrong-un. And he was doing the same stuff. He was like making videos of himself, wanking himself off, like in public, which is what Decca did when he was on the train, you know. Just nasty, disgusting, seedy stuff. And anyway, they've gone through his phone, and they were saying that what he was doing was he was getting young girls, because I think he was like in his 30s. They were legal age, they were 18 or really young, just turned 18, and he was plying them with alcohol, giving them way too much, so that they were absolutely plastered. And then when they'd passed out, he was messing with the bodies, they're not dead, but messing with their unconscious bodies. And there was a bit on it, this is what really disturbed me, where it showed you him taking her out of the hot tub, because he had a hot tub in his back garden, and he was literally dragging her like a dead body by her feet into the bedroom, throwing her on the bed, and then just messing with her on the bed. And he got into his phone, and I think there was like 9 or 10 different women, and these women didn't even know that these videos existed, because he was filming everything. And he sent, this is how sick these fuckers are, and it's the whole family. He sent a video of this, dragging this chick by her legs to, I think it was his sister or his brother, and his brother's message back after watching the video, LOL, send it to mum, she'll find it hilarious. I was like, what? Send it? You know, if I sent a video like that to my mum, she'd phone the fucking police and say, here, get this fucking wrong-un in prison. You know, she wouldn't say LOL. That just shows how sick the whole family is. Disgusting. And it just... And these poor girls, they didn't even know what had happened. They woke up... The last that it started with, when she went to the police station, she says, yeah, I woke up the next morning and I was naked in bed, and I was really uncomfortable because I don't like being naked around people. And he was at the sink washing the blood off his fucking knob, and I was like, oh man... It breaks your heart, you know, it's sickening. And And like I said, a lot of these women on the videos in his phone, they didn't know they'd been recorded, so they had to go and track them all down. And then he went to court and got bail. He got remanded. I don't know how it works now, because I've not been locked up for a while, but he got remanded, and then he came back to court to apply for bail. They gave him bail at the magistrates, but then he got remanded till Monday to go into the front of a Crown Court. So I don't know how that worked, but the thing is, he got fucking bail, but they didn't let him out. So anyway, he was up on Monday, and the coppers were like, "Fuck this! We're not letting him out. He's fucking done this for years now. We were holding him accountable." So they've gone to the court and they put the case forward and says, "Look, we're opposing any bail. He's a dangerous dude." And then he got remanded, and then he got sentenced at the end. I was thinking, I always do, I was thinking, here we go, it's going to be fucking 2 years suspended, slap on the wrist. But I think he got 10 years, 9 months, which is a decent sentence. But that's the sad thing about it. People like that should be getting 20 years, but they don't. They don't hardly get any time. So when somebody does get like a decent 10-year sentence, it's like you're relieved, and you shouldn't be. You should be disgusted with that, because he should be getting 20 years, but you're just happy he's getting fucking some jail, because that's what it's like in England now. It's like with those two, they've just released the footage of those two brothers, Mohammed and Khan, the usual suspects. And was it the airport, Manchester airport? And what happened was, a while ago, they released video footage of this copper getting this guy on the floor and kicking him in the head. And this guy, it went viral, this copper kicking this guy in the head, it went viral. He got ridiculed, he got humiliated, he got sacked. I'm sure he got sued from the police force. And now they've released the full footage. Why can't I say that word? Now they've released the full video footage. And it shows you why he kicked him in the head. Because they tried arresting this guy for an assault. And he's spun round, started punching people. He's knocked a woman out on the floor. A copper, female copper, knocked her out. Whacked another woman, knocked her down. Fighting with a bloke. They've tased him, took him down. And then he's given him a couple kicks. Fucking damn right. He should have dropped the elbow. Give him a Hulk Hogan fucking leg drop as well. And he's got humiliated for it. After he's knocked out it winds me up, mate. I swear to God. But the whole footage is out there now. Of course, they're going not guilty, even though it's on film. How can you go? But it's that two-tier bollocks, isn't it? They'll probably get a suspended sentence. The copper, his life's ruined for doing his job. But the two people that have done all the life ruining, they'll get away with it. Because that's the country we live in now, isn't it? But anyway, what else we got? The sheriff, the stinking sheriff's back. I felt a little bit sorry for him because, first of all, he's showed his massive gut. Why, mate? Why are you doing that? You're just giving people like me just boxes of ammo to make fun of you. You look like you're pregnant with twins. And he's made a video saying, "Oh, the sheriff's in the biggest fight of his life." Something about his missus, he's lost his missus or something, and he's simping over her, saying, "Oh, I've been a ding, I've got to get her back." I was like, well, at least we can all agree on that. You are a ding. At least you're admitting it now. And he's fucking made a video saying the sheriff's in the fight of his life to win her back. I was like, he's woke up yesterday morning, or whatever it was, and he's thought to himself, he's thought to himself, this is a good idea. What content can I put out today? I know. I'll put out a video, show everyone my massive gut. Fucking simping over some old fat chick. I mean, and he's thinking to himself, yeah, that'll entertain people. What are you doing, mate? Just giving us all ammo. Nobody cares if you split up with your missus. Nobody feels sorry for you. Nobody's backing you up. Yeah, go and win her back, sheriff. We don't give a shit. We just want to laugh at you because you're a fat mess. And they've just probably left you because you're constantly getting drunk. Like, every video he does, he's either drunk or fucking coked up. And And then he's doing lives, telling everyone he's going to fight everyone and doing his best Danny G impression. And then the next morning he wakes up, realises what a fucking knob he's been, and then just deletes all the videos. So, yeah, not a good look, Sheriff. And yeah, what I want to finish on is what I forgot to talk about yesterday. And it's women. Why do women look ridiculous now? It's both fascinating and tragic, because you see women who are somewhat attractive. You know, you're like, oh, she's all right. I'm attracted to her. And then a couple of years later, you see them and they're all like, you can't even move. Whether they're happy or sad or angry or mad, their face will remain exactly the same because it's full of collagen and fucking, what do you call it, injections and lip fillers, and they just walk around like this, and it's like a comedy show, isn't it? Why do they do it? And they pay fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds to look ridiculous. It's mental. I kind of want to live another 20 years just so I can see what they look like in 20 years' time. They'll be walking around like fucking spitting image puppets. And I went to an appointment the other day. It took me back. I went in there, right, and I had an appointment with some sort of key worker at the drugs clinic, because I have to go because I'm on buprenorphine. I don't need to go there, but I have to go because I'm in treatment. So I've gone to this appointment. Actually, I shouldn't have said that, just in case she sees this video. But fuck it, hopefully she don't. But I'm sat there waiting to see someone, and the guy who I usually see wasn't there. And this chick's come out, and she just looked fucking ridiculous. She was just like, and she come out, like, what the fuck is even that? And it took me back. I was like, whoa, fucking lost my footing at what? And it just looked ridiculous. And I thought, you poor woman, why? Why do they do it? Just be normal. And men are the fucking same. You see them now, like I said about it yesterday, like when I was growing up, we had real men's men, fucking Schwarzenegger and Stallone, they're all jacked as fuck, drinking beer, smoking doobies, a bit of BO, fucking, the occasional swear word. Real men's men. And you see actors now, they've all got fucking designer stubble and big stupid eyebrows and eyeliner tattooed on, and they've got skinny jeans, and they're all like high-fiving, like, talking about bollocks, that last movie we did, this is Joanne, she's a young African girl, she's a brave, courageous woman. It's like, shut the fuck up. Fuck off with this woke nonsense. We want to see some fucking real men, blowing shit up and throwing grenades and stuff. We don't want to see them high-fiving and fucking... There was a guy who was apologising on the behalf of America because Donald Trump's fucking throwing out illegal, dangerous criminals. And he's saying, yes, he's not our president, and we want to apologise on the behalf of America. You've got no idea, have you? If you had to live around these dangerous immigrants that are fucking stabbing kids and like playing music all night, yabbing all, do you know what I mean? If you had to live in the middle of that, I don't think you'd be making these videos, would you? But you've got a big Beverly mansion, multi-million pound mansion, so of course you love all this fucking bollocks because you're not living in it. But if you had to live in it just for a week, if you had to come to Donny, live in Exthorpe for a week, you'd fucking string yourself up, mate. It is a mess. Rubbish all up the street, shit all over, broken glass, screaming immigrants sat on the doorsteps day and night. They've got settees outside, just absolute dossers. And it's ruined Exthorpe. But anyway, I'm not going to fucking go down that road because I know people get offended and everyone will fucking unsubscribe because I'm racist and whatever. But anyway, that's the video for today. I pretty much covered most of what I wanted to cover. I'm sure there's a few. Like when I finish the video, I'll be like, fuck, I forgot to mention that. But anyway, if you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Nerf de Pap.